Hey there, guys. Um, Today, maybe short and sweet. We'll see, hopefully. So, a couple weeks back, I was talking to my spiritual coach, the wonderful Vera Lester, and we were having a conversation, and I was talking about, I'm worried about my kids, and I'm worried about this, and I'm worried about this person and that person, and what's going on with them, and all that sort of thing, a little bit of a spin, and talking about the ins and outs of particular people's issues and the things that I had concerns for about them. And Vera very sweetly asked me a really good question. She said, do you not think that these people have the same kind of choirs of angels, spirit guides, whatever, around them, guiding them, helping them, like you believe you do? Immediately, I was gifted an image. And the image was of, and interestingly enough, I had been having pain sort of right inside my, right around my shoulder blades, right inside my shoulder blades and my sort of upper middle back. And immediately I was given this visual of a superhero cape attached to my back, right? And then I saw the superhero cape drop off and little nubs of angel wings start to grow out of that space. And I thought, oh, wow. Okay. So, a couple of thoughts on that. One, I can't grow my wings and be the angel I'm meant to be in this world if I'm too busy trying to manage other people's lives. And that doesn't mean that I'm not there to support them and that I'm not there to help them, but me worrying about them doesn't do anybody any good. It only wastes my energy, doesn't help them at all. And I have to have faith that they have the same guides or the same system that I do. And that if they listen to them and they're guided and they are doing their thing, that they will be okay, that they are on their path, they're doing what they need to do. And I have to trust that, not just for myself, but for other people that I love, right? So that was the first interpretation of the image. And then the second interpretation of the image was, and this didn't come from me, this came, I can't remember if it came from Sam or if it came from a client, but anyway, someone else's, hopefully maybe you'll remind me when you see this video who it was so I can give you credit, that, oh, it might have been one of my other lady friends. Anyway, yes, I think it was. That's where it came from. The other idea was that if I am running around covering everybody in my superhero cape and like, I'm going to take care of everybody, I'm going to be indispensable and take care of everybody. One, that's an abandonment issue. That's a red flag for, ooh, I'm afraid of being abandoned because I'm going to make sure that I'm taking care of everybody so that they need me, right? So that's not good for me either, or for them. But the other reason it's not good for them, and the point that I was about to make and got sidetracked on, was that if I'm covering them in my superhero cape, their wings can't grow, right? Like I'm actively stopping them from listening to their angels, making their mistakes, doing the things that they need to do so that their wings can grow and they can fly off to where they need to be and be the angel in this world that they need to be, right? So, that was, that was amazing. And then a small caveat thought, still not quite sure where this one goes, but a couple of days later, I went to go see Wicked with Sam and my daughter, Vivian. And at the end, and I'd seen the show on stage a number of times, and I remembered this scene, and they may have done it slightly differently from the stage also, but it's obviously when it's in a film, it's like really in your face in a way that you don't necessarily see it on the stage. And there's a scene at the end where Elphaba is coming into her, realizing her own power, realizing her power, right, that she has, and realizing that she does not want it to be used for ill, and that she's being manipulated into doing things that aren't necessarily right or for the right reasons. And Glenda notices that Elphaba is cold, right? And at this point, the flying monkeys are coming for both of them, and Oz and Ms. Morville, or whatever her name is trying to catch him. So there's a lot of tension in the scene, and Glenda says, "Oh, you're cold," and so she grabs this black cloak off of a nearby, conveniently hanging thing, and throws it around Elphaba's shoulders, and Elphaba takes it on. And then that's the scene where she takes off and she's flying and she realizes, and then the cape becomes this enormous thing. And for me, that sort of like put it in a 3, right? Like you can wear a superhero cape and you can have an attachment to being seen as someone who takes care of other people, who saves other people, who saves the day, who swoops in. But that may not necessarily be good for the people that you're helping, right? Because then they don't learn to help themselves. They don't learn to trust themselves. They think they have to have you, which might serve some needs that you might need to look at if that's the thing. And I'm holding up the hand to say, been there, done that, still might do that sometimes, have to be reminded. So I'm not casting any aspersions here. Then, so you go from the superhero cape to the angel wings, right? Spread your wings, growing into yourself, allowing yourself to be that thing. And that's really about like becoming yourself, I think, those. But then do you choose to take on the next cloak? You can stay at the wings. There's nothing wrong with that. But you can choose also to see the divinity within yourself, to see the magic within yourself, to see what you're capable of creating in this world and in this life, and also to help others, but from a completely different perspective, right? If you are recognizing the divinity within yourself and the magic within yourself, then you are also recognizing or helping others. What you're helping others to do is to recognize the divinity and the abilities that they each have on their own. That is a different sort of help, right? Swooping in and doing things for other people is a superhero cape. And you won't be able to grow your own wings and figure out what your own thing is if you're running around doing that for everybody else, and you're keeping them from doing that. Your wings are the symbol that you are coming into your own, that you're finding yourself, you're finding your own flight path, you're figuring it out. And then you can go another step further, potentially, and take on the magic cape and understand that you have abilities and you have divinity and beauty and love that can be shared. And that is a beautiful gift that will only support other people in their journey so that they can figure it out. But it's giving them love and magic and showing them the divinity within themselves. I mean, that's one of the things I love about Namaste, right? It's the divine light in me recognizes the divine light and honors the divine light in you. So maybe a magic cape.